his rights right there.
That's all right. I got it on video. I got it on video. I got you, Mike.
You'll lose your job. County will lose money.
Hey, Mike, I got you. When you need the video, I'll Bluetooth it to you.
We'll be everywhere. Welcome to Random Pastries.
I'm in Boonville. I'm in Boonville today, which is in Logan County, Arkansas. I'm at the Boonville police station, and I'm here to try to talk to Ben, the chief, because one of his officers, Hendricks, arrested a man that I know. He's a local business owner in town. He's lived here his whole life. He owns rental properties. He's an upstanding citizen of Boonville, and Mike is his name, sees a person being pulled over. I think it was the Walmart parking lot. It was some parking lot. And as soon as he's pulled over, the cop's already yelling and screaming. So Mike decides to go over there and record the traffic stop because Boonville doesn't have dash cams or body cams.
I record them all the time. Hey, he's a dick. He's a dick. I ain't in your area. No, I'm not. I'm out of your area. I ain't nowhere around you. You'll be calling back up on me now. You know him?
Who?
This guy?
Yeah.
Start recording all this. You always record the police. They're freaking crooked as hell.
I think so.
He can't do that. He can't do that.
Sir, you know you're violating his rights because you're on private property arresting a citizen that is not doing anything.
No, sir. He is obstructing governmental operations. He can't do that. I don't know. He's got it.
He's 10 feet away from you.
You're violating his rights right there.
That's all right. I got it on video. I got it on video. I got you, Mike.
You'll lose your job. County will lose money.
Hey, Mike, I got you. When you need the video, I'll Bluetooth it to you.
We'll be everywhere. Welcome to random papers. You stupid, bro. Wow. You guys got me that way.
And that's why Boonville PD sucks.
Mike's standing at least 20 feet away. It's in a parking lot, and you can see that he's at least 2 spaces away. So about 20 feet, he's not doing anything, he's not saying anything, he's not obstructing in any way. All right, dude.
Doing all right?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you, man?
I'm doing well, man.
You got 5 minutes?
Yeah, what you got?
Can we go inside? It's a little cold. I wanted to address something with you,
Okay.
and I'm not trying to like start an argument or nothing. I really just want to talk to you. And you've always been super cool about talking to me. I know you and Mike have a bunch of stuff going back and forth. The one thing that I wanted to talk about, though, was he was arrested, I think, was it the Walmart parking lot where he was recording a traffic stop?
I was up here at the old CVs where they got the bin store, smoke shop,
Yeah.
little area up there.
Do you think that he was obstructing? I'll start there.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I
You-
watched the
you
video,
do?
like he was asked to back up, like, I mean, he's going to go to court, you know, he'll have his day in court.
That doesn't fall under obstructing.
Yeah, he interfered with the traffic stop.
How so?
Because he approached and made himself into the traffic stop.
He was at least 20 foot away.
No,
and
he wasn't.
How far would you
I'm
say?
not going to argue with you.
I'm not trying to argue, no,
He
but
got within 10, 15 foot. He got in that area to raise alarm.
I have
okay?
some legit stuff that I just want to pass along to you because I don't think
Okay,
you're
like I said,
lying.
It's going to go to court. you
Okay,
know?
well, I
It
just
doesn't
want
matter
to.
what your opinion is. The judge has
It matters.
opinion.
It's not my opinion. Well, this is what I'm trying to bring to your attention is that there is no law that says you can't record a traffic stop, first of all.
Right, he
Secondly,
wasn't asked to stop recording the traffic stop. He was asked to back away from the traffic stop.
and there's no law that
He
says that
interfered,
there's no
okay?
law about how far he has to be, and he was plenty far away.
Okay, well,
He was
that's
20 feet
your
away.
opinion, okay? We'll
It's-
leave it
well,
up to the
this is
judge.
what I'm trying to get at. I'm not trying to have an argument, brother. I'm just trying to talk to you. There's some stuff that you probably don't know, and I'm just trying to pass it along. It's stuff I've already done I've done whole videos on this exact subject. So, for example, 3 other states have tried to pass laws that say you can't film within 20 feet. All 3 of those state laws were shut down by a federal judge because they were deemed unconstitutional and violate your rights, your First and your 14th. I guarantee you, if you actually read obstructing, he did nothing to obstruct.
No, he does. He fed.
Being within 10 feet is not obstruction.
Right.
Being within 10 feet is
It'll
not
have a day
obstructing.
in court,
And
we'll
there
have our day in
and
court, that's where it's
the
set,
3
okay?
states that already tried to pass a law saying you
Okay,
couldn't
well,
do
this
what
is the
you're
state of
saying.
Arkansas,
Okay, well, the 3 states that already tried.
Justin, I'm not
Listen,
gonna
bro,
argue
just
with you. No,
hear
I'm
me
not
out. A
arguing with you,
federal judge already said it was
I'm not
unconstitutional.
arguing with you.
So what he did was unconstitutional,
this is Boonville.
and
We have a district
and a
judge
federal
here.
judge
You're
is the whole
case,
thing, and
okay?
he's gonna deem you unconstitutional too, and you're gonna get sued. And freeze that frame. Let's take a second to watch a clip from one of my previous videos where I explain this a little bit more. Hey, man. Hey, brother. Hey, dude. Can I talk to you just for 1 second? I come and pee.
I understand. Y'all know they passed about 25 feet back.
A federal judge in Baton Rouge is set to hear oral arguments this week in a challenge to a new state law that makes it a criminal offense to knowingly or intentionally come within 25 feet of a working police officer after being ordered or asked to step back. Attorneys representing 6 news organizations with a footprint across Louisiana are asking the judge to declare that the law violates the First and the 14th Amendments of the U.S. Constitution and to issue a preliminary injunction that stops the state from enforcing the law. But the attorneys for the state of Louisiana want to keep that law, and they're asking the federal judge to dismiss the case. The governor signed the 25-foot buffer bill into law in May. On July 31st, the day before the law was set to go into effect, a group of news organizations, including Verite News, who wrote this article, sued the Attorney General, the Superintendent of Louisiana State Police, and East Baton Rouge District Attorney to stop the law from being enforced. Lawmakers in Arizona and Indiana passed laws in 2022 and 2023 like this, but federal judges have blocked both from being enforced. These buffer laws are a trend that's cropping up across the country, and they seem to be an effort to get around the First Amendment right to document what police officers do in public. The law also violates the 14th Amendment by failing to uphold people's due process and equal protection rights because the language of the law is too vague. Now that all took place in December of 2024. Now in January of 2025, what do we have? The federal judge blocks enforcement of Louisiana police buffer zone law. So this is January 31st, 2025. A federal district court in Louisiana has blocked the state from enforcing a law that makes it a crime to approach within 25 feet of a law enforcement officer after being told to stay back, concluding that the statute is unconstitutionally vague and allows for arbitrary and discriminatory enforcement. No problem. Thank you. So, Officer Hendricks arrests Mike for standing in one spot recording approximately 20 feet away. He wasn't doing anything, he wasn't saying anything, he wasn't interjecting himself into the traffic stop, he was just standing there recording. When the cop tried to talk to him, he told him, mind you, leave me alone, I'm not bothering you, yada yada. So how laws work is, if there's not a law that says you can't, then you can. There doesn't need to be a law that says you can do something for you to do it. As long as there's not a law that says you can't do it, then you can do it. One thing that you can definitely do is record police interactions in public. Hey there. Is there any way I could speak with Officer Hendricks, please?
He's not on duty today. He'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, he will. All right. What time? Is it early or late or?
He does day shift.
Day shift? All right. Thanks so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I'm just trying to come bring this information to Ben, who doesn't understand the law. He doesn't care about transparency, accountability. I was here over 2 years ago asking why he doesn't have body cams and dash cams, and he said, I'm hopefully getting them soon. That was over 2 years ago. Still doesn't have them. I guarantee you, if you asked him the same question today, he'd tell you the same answer that he told me 2 years ago. And now all it takes is someone just trying to record a traffic stop because they don't have their own cameras, and now you're arrested for that. And when I try to bring the constitutionality of it to his attention, he says, this is Boonville. That doesn't apply here. Constitution and federal law and federal judges, that stuff doesn't apply here in Boonville, is what he told me. This is Boonville, Arkansas, and we will arrest you if you try to record our traffic stop. Because we don't record it, and neither do you. No one records it. No accountability, no transparency here in Boonville, Arkansas, and Ben Villarreal is preaching that at the top of his lungs. So another thing that Ben kept saying is he'll have his day in court. Well, so if you're new to this game, this is how it works. When you go to your small little kangaroo BS court here in town, the judge and the chief, they all play golf together. They all know each other. And it doesn't matter what the Constitution says. In these little bullshit kangaroo courts here in district court, he'll probably lose. Even though everything is on his side, he'll still probably lose because that's just how it goes. But what you'll have to do then is appeal it to a circuit court, a higher court. Once you appeal it to a higher court, that's whenever they actually start taking stuff seriously, and he will not lose. Mike was not doing anything, and he was very far away. So it's about to be an issue. And Ben isn't very smart when it comes to paperwork or logistics. He couldn't even figure out how to put a video on a flash drive. I called him one day to try to help him do it because he couldn't figure it out. So he was going to go buy like an $80 or maybe it was a $60 hard drive, like an actual full-on hard drive, because he could figure out how to put the video on that. So he was going to go buy the $60 thing that's not needed, not necessary, and then charge Mike for that hard drive. You could put it on a flash drive for about $5. You just have to know how to hit a couple buttons in the settings. So I tried to call him and explain all this. He's not having it. Any new information is just like, oh, frustration and learning hard, boom, and he gets mad and leaves.
Hello, this is Ben.
Hey, Chief. This is Justin. The Random Patriot. I'm not calling to like harass you or nothing. I was actually just trying to mediate something real quick. If you had like a half a minute.
Okay, what you got?
Yeah. So I know. I guess Connor Roberts made a FOIA request for some videos, and they were saying that they didn't feel it was right you were charging them for something, and he was saying like $60, but they were saying that you were charging them that for like a USB, and I was just trying to.
It's for the hard drive, yeah. So the amount of video they're wanting is not going to fit on a USB.
How many gigs is it?
It's several different videos. So from what I've gotten, I'm not even all the way done yet.
I'm curious because you can get like a 128 gig flash drive for like $10.
It's easier to throw it all on the hard drive from what I've been dealing with our system.
So
may have a better system that's easier.
well, you should be able to do that from any system. So this really should be like a $10 FOIA request. I feel like I know what you're running into, the problem, because even if you have a 128 gig flash drive and you try to throw 100 gigs on there, it'll tell you that you can't, that it's too large for some reason, and it's actually just a setting on the flash drive, and it's really easy. And you can reset the flash drive to accept any size file, and then there you go. Now it's a $10. Now instead of $60, it's like $8.50. You know.
So that's what I've advised them. All right. So.
Well, it's unnecessary. I've never heard of this in my entire life. A whole hard drive.
That's just the way I'm gonna operate, okay?
Well, that's overkill, and you're making someone buy like a 3-year hard drive for one FOIA request. That you shouldn't be doing that to people. So at the end of the day, you are, because you don't know how to work a flash drive, you're charging someone for a whole hard drive because it's easier, and that's not right, brother.
No, I'm gonna say it's for the system that I'm operating with.
It's not, dude. You could have a 20-year-old laptop, and you can still just throw it on a flash drive. You don't know what you're talking about. What system are you talking about then? What system are you talking about? He hangs up on me. So I actually just sent him an email with instructions on how to do it, and I got word yesterday that he did actually put it on a flash drive and not go buy a $60 hard drive. So this is what we're dealing with. If you can't figure out how to put one small video file on a flash drive, well, duh, you obviously can't operate body cams and dash cams and keep track of it in the cloud and storage and all that. So part of it is he doesn't want accountability and transparency. 100% that's part of it. But also a big part of it is he's not smart enough to figure it out. And that is legit. Mike, nice to see you again, brother.
See you. Been a long time.
I know, it's always something bad happens.
It's something every week here.
And so this one pisses me off. And I actually just came from talking with Chief Ben Villarreal. He stands by everything that Officer Hendricks did that day. Boonville doesn't have dash cams, doesn't have body cams. I was here like 2.5 years ago doing a story on you actually being tased wrongfully. And I asked, why don't you have any body cams? And he says, we're working on it. Well, that was 2.5 years ago. He still doesn't have them.
He's been telling me that for 3.5 years.
I believe you.
Since the day I got tased.
What did I do? You tased me. You tased me, and I'll have a lawsuit from hell. I'll have a lawsuit from hell. You're on my property. You're on my property. You're on my property.
You're under arrest.
For what? For what? You're going to tase me for disorderly conduct, for raising my voice?
You're under arrest.
You're going to tase me for raising my voice.
Turn around.
You're going to tase me for raising my voice. Let me get this right on camera. You're going to tase me for raising my voice. No.
Turn around.
No.
Turn around.
No.
Turn around.
God damn it. Mike.
You take me out. You no lawful. No.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
I'm not gonna tell you.
For what? For what? What did I do disorderly?
I just told you. Put your
What
hands
did I
behind-
do disorderly?
I'm gonna
You have to tell me what I did disorderly.
I already told you.
For raising my voice. No.
Turn around.
No.
Turn around.
No. You're on my property.
Turn around.
You're on my property.
Turn around.
Arresting me for raising my voice. That is not disorderly
And the cops giving him chance after chance after chance.
I wouldn't record this.
Huh?
I wouldn't record it because Mike would be in trouble.
I know. Well, that's what I want. God damn it. Yes, sir. Hey.
Since the day I got tased, I was going, where's y'all's body cams? We ain't got them. From my understanding, this is just the research I've done and found out, if we have any projects going on, they send the projects to Fort Smith to get them done for grants in Fort Smith through a grant writer. This is what I've been told. From my understanding, Ben writes all his own grants. So from my explanation of it, it looks like he's writing the grants wrong. Whether he's doing it wrong on purpose or not doing it wrong on purpose, he's writing the grants himself and can't write them. That's what I see.
That's funny. I was just saying the same thing. I was like, I bet you anything, because there's a lot of grant money out there. It's easy to get this stuff.
Everybody
you just have to be able to do paperwork.
He was hollering for officer safety. For officer safety, you need to back up. For officer safety,
there's no law. What law is that?
Anyhow, by their policies, if he arrests somebody, they're supposed to be cuffed in the back. He cuffed me in the front. They never patted me down.
So, okay, that just helps.
But
it's because they
their
know
policy,
who you are. So, exactly. If it was an officer safety issue, then why are they handcuffing you in the front without patting you down? They aren't afraid of you. They know exactly who Mike Roberts is.
Exactly.
You own the small business in town. You own a half dozen rental properties. You've been here your whole life. Everyone knows who you are and what you're doing. No one's in fear for their safety because of you. That was a bullshit call. There's not even a law that says he can do that anyway. And then he proves it by handcuffing you in the front and not patting you down. Hendricks doesn't need to be an officer. Ben doesn't need to be an officer, never mind chief. The whole reason you were recording the traffic stop to begin with was because the dude was pulled over here on the main road.
Well, from what I was seeing, the cop was behind him and I was pulling in. And the cop was pulling up here. Well, when I get out here, I hear him hollering at the person that's in the truck. And he's hollering, I could write you up for this. I'm just making a big scene.
So you pull in and you see this guy getting pulled over, and immediately you see Officer Hendricks just yelling and screaming.
Yeah, he's hollering at the person in the quiet truck. And I don't know exactly what he's saying, but he's making a big scene.
So that made you be like, I know they don't have dash cams and body cams.
Absolutely. Break out my phone.
I better go stand over there and record. And then thankfully someone else started recording you getting arrested. So we saw that. All right, so this is actually, I'm inside the store of the parking lot where Mike was arrested. And one of the guys that actually recorded him being arrested is right here. Yeah. What's your name, sir?
My name's Doug.
I'm Justin. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
And you just mentioned something that I wanted to get on record, that what had happened there. Like, you saw him being...
Well, we were just finishing up, and me and my boss walked over to the door, and hold on just a second.
Sure.
Ma'am, we're not open today.
Oh, okay.
But we walked over, and I seen Mike videoing the officer in the parking lot. And just jokingly, my boss goes, Mike's going to be arrested. Give it 5 minutes. And I said, nah. Boss left. Next thing I know, I was dialing the phone saying, hey, guess what? Mike just got arrested. I said, but it was for stupid. I mean, he wasn't doing nothing wrong. But I was out there videoing. I was within arm's reach of Mike, standing beside him. And I was doing the exact same thing. I was videoing. Cop never said nothing to me. There was a lady that works at the restaurant. She was videoing. She walked in between me and Mike, walked past the officer in the vehicle that just got done with the traffic stop to the other side, and she was videoing. There was about 4 other people on the sidewalk videoing, and they pinpointed Mike out and arrested him. And when I confronted the officer and said, you just violated his rights, he was doing nothing wrong, the cop looked at me and said, no, I did not. Proceeded to argue with Mike, threw the handcuffs on him in the front, never searched him, put him in the back of the squad car and took him away.
So if he was such an officer safety concern, then why are you not even searching him with his handcuffs in front?
Exactly. I had another officer come down and talk to me about it, And I told him, I said, you know, your officer actually violated his protocol. And the officer looked at me and said, how do you figure? I said, well, one, even though he knew Mike, there was no reason why he shouldn't have handcuffed him from behind. Two, he never searched Mike.
This wasn't about officer safety. This was about, we don't like Mike. If it was
Exactly.
What peace was kept in that moment? No peace was kept. No safety was upheld. You know, that was just escalated into arrest for no reason.
And the downfall to the whole aspect of it was the officer was already done with the citation issue. I mean, he was done. He was literally talking to the gentleman's wife that was in the minivan next to him. This guy was free to go. I mean, the lady's husband was free to go.
Traffic stop was over.
Traffic stop was over. And as soon as he got done talking to her, I mean, Mike was still there videoing. I was still videoing. He walks up and proceeded to argue with Mike. And Mike said, arrest me. Take me to jail. That officer could not get his handcuffs out fast enough to put him on Mike. I have nothing against police. You know, I've got some friends that are officers. But they go by the rules. Unlike the bad cops that the rules don't apply. This is how it's going to be. This is what I'm saying. You're going to do it. That's it.
And that's a really good impression of Ben.
Yeah.
The police chief. You just did a good impression of him.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly how that went.
The cameras help them just as much as they do us.
Yeah.
They help everybody.
They're more help for them.
But
if they're
they're
doing stuff
more
right.
concerned about, well, they know they don't do stuff right. The last thing they want is to give me or you access to video footage of all their stops every day, because I would just run town with it. I could make a whole channel just on what they do if I could have access to their video. All right, I'm gonna buy some stuff from you now.
His front bumper was approximately right here.
So yeah, the truck was right about there.
Four-wheel drive truck was parked about right here.
The squad car was right behind it, so right next to this pole, pretty much.
Way back here.
And then so you were standing almost 2 spots.
This spot was completely empty.
And then you were like right here.
There's a car parked here, and I'm behind her back bumper. If her back bumper was right here, I'm behind her back bumper, filming over her car.
The person whose car you're standing behind is actually the wife. We think. So she pulled in too.
Yes.
And so she's just as far away, just in her car. These spots are, I think, 10 foot, right? Yep. They're either 9 or 10, and then you're almost 2 spots away, and you were standing in the middle of this one. So you're at least 10, 15 feet away, at least.
His door's back there.
And then,
the parking lot.
And you're actually much further away from the squad car,
30 foot away
because they're all parked right up here. So, and you actually, if you count that, he's a good 20 feet away, no problem. Were you interfering? No, you were standing 20 feet away. Were you saying anything?
He hollered at me, and I said, "I have nothing to say to you."
Without him saying anything to you, when you came over here, did you say anything?
I didn't say nothing to him whatsoever.
And by the way, you are allowed to say stuff.
Yeah,
you have a freedom of speech, but you
didn't. Out of his way.
You're taken to jail. You're booked. You're released. Right? You already pled not guilty.
You have already pled not guilty.
When's your trial?
January 6th.
January 6th. And then you were arrested again. So then you went to. And is your trial for the second arrest on the same day?
Yes.
So you were arrested again because you've been trying to talk to the mayor about this and other things.
I've asked
for how long?
I've asked for a meeting with the mayor for the last 3 months, and he has no reply, nothing. Just I'm not giving you a meeting.
And then so you go to the city hall. You notice he's in his office with the door open.
He's not even there. I'm standing at City Hall doing business with the girls behind the counter, and he walks in behind me. I said, "Hey, I got something I need to talk to you about." No reply, no nothing. He walks into his office. The door's open. The door's always open.
Okay, so you went in there after him?
Yeah, so I walked into his office to talk to him. He immediately started hollering at me. I never said nothing to him. He immediately started hollering at me. "Get the cops, get out of my office, get the cops, call the cops." You know, they come in there and they're threatening me with disorderly conduct. I said, "I ain't done nothing. I've walked in here. I ain't done nothing." "What do you mean disorderly? This ain't disorderly."
Just trying to talk to the mayor.
Yeah, just trying to talk to the mayor.
So probably what I'll do is that I told the 2 high school coaches, Coach Simpson and Fennel, that if they want green grass, to see if they can get some donations for some ryegrass, and probably into this month, first next month, I'll go out there and see. That way, when they start in February, they'll have green grass to play on. It won't be dead or mute.
Yeah.
Because that's why I haven't fertilized any out there, because there's a bunch of weed grass and stuff. And I haven't got any MSMA, which kills all that. And the rest of it, so I haven't done that. Number one, because I haven't done take care of it because of lots of them out there. That's probably what I'll do.
This is not his office, this is the public office. This is the public office. There's nothing to keep me from coming into the public office. Time, place, and manner. You cannot trespass me because I'm not representing your office. I did not invite you to my office. It ain't your office. It's public. I'm not going to argue with you. You're right. I'm asking you to leave. It's a slight difference. Yes.
You know how long the size of the dugouts is.
Yeah.
Well, there's so much erosion. That's okay. I'll take a lot. 3 or 4 inch dip. He's talking about just taking that out and opening the grass. That way we can level it out, make a more level infield.
Okay. You can place under arrest. I want him to leave. Connor, they're arresting me. Trying to talk to the mayor. No, I want to get a picture of this door. There's nothing that says I can't. It's time, place, or manner. They're arresting me. You got anything charged with sticking there, probably. That worked. I don't know what all is in my pocket. This is not disorderly conduct. This is a public office, which I'm allowed to come to the public office at any time that somebody's in the office. He did not have the door shut. He did not have the door locked. There's no signs on the door. These 3 people have set themselves up for a lawsuit. I clearly asked. I don't care what you ask. All right, let's go. I didn't ask you for $1 million, and that don't mean you have to give it to me.
They took me over there, handcuffed me, searched me, stripped me down, put me in
I
orange and white stripes.
Yeah, I think he did ask you to leave his office.
The mayor asked me to leave his office.
Yeah, and he is and technically, if he asks you to leave, you're supposed to leave. But the lobby's different, hallways are different. But that being said, I'm on your side. All you wanted to do was have a conversation with him, man.
I didn't even take my camera.
You didn't even really have a chance to even say anything.
I didn't get to say nothing at all.
And that's all you wanted. And his first reaction is have him arrested.
Yes.
And that sucks, dude. This is Boonville. And you got the police chief and the mayor acting like this. And it isn't like you're some freaking hooligan out here causing problems and all this. You're a business owner. How long have you been here?
All my life.
Your whole life. I mean, you've never been in trouble up until this last few years
until I got tased. Now all of a sudden I'm a target.
And that's a whole, and I'm going to link that whole video. There's actually 2 or 3 videos about this. I'll link that as well. But so that's what started this whole thing. And now there's beef between him and the chief because the chief backs that type of behavior up, and he thinks it's fine, and he thinks all of this is fine, and that's ridiculous.
And not only that, I'm running for mayor next year, and I've told everybody, and that is double down on Mike.
Yeah, they don't like you, man, and it's
not right.
And they don't like you for what? For wanting dash cams, for not wanting to be tased when you ask them for help, for recording a traffic stop because they refuse to record their own. What are you doing that's pissing them off so bad? How dare you?
I've been arrested for speaking too loud, sitting on a public bench, filming somebody in this parking lot, and walking in the mayor's office 4 different times in less than 4 years. Both my granddads went and fought for me. The guys named after went and fought for me. I didn't go to overseas. I didn't go and fight. But I'll stand up and fight here. It's the last penny I've got and the last breath I can take. They're not doing me wrong. I'll go to jail another 15 times. I don't care.
He will too.
I don't care. Yeah. But I ain't, if I feel like it's right to do, I want to do it. If I feel like they're doing something wrong, I'm going to bring it to their attention.
And do you have an attorney?
Nope. My last court case, I was appointed in circuit court a attorney by the county, but this time I asked for it again, and the judge says, no, we're not giving you another one. What it says is how much money do you have available.
Yeah.
But since I've spent so much on lawyers and everything for so long,
I think they can use like collateral and stuff. They can say, well, if you have a tractor and 2 properties, you got money for an attorney.
Do I want to spend another $5,000 to $7,000 to fight them again?
If you would like to donate to Mike's legal fees, I will leave a link to his Venmo below. And as always, I will make sure to update you on this one when the time comes, so please hit that like button and subscribe.